Yo, what's good? This your boy Youngie 2 times.
It's your boy X.
Yeah, man. Today we're gonna be ready to Kevin Samuels' song called "We Are Educated and Make Money." Why do we need men? Yeah, but before we get into the video, make sure y'all like, make sure y'all share, make sure y'all subscribe, man. Let's get into it. Big Kev.
What's your disagreement?
Do all the girls just call in wearing a bonnet now? When they call into the show?
I mean, I think most women, when they be chilling in the crib, probably got the little bonnet on.
Nah, but I feel like since he started that bonnet talk shit, I feel like it seems like every girl kind of comes in with that now.
Oh, maybe that's what he's accepted more, because maybe he like, you know what I'm saying, kind of like the
I could be it too. It could be the thing.
Jokey factor of it, I guess, if there is.
You can play the music and shit.
It's just basically about the fact that black women shouldn't have to feel obligated to smile to black men. We're holding a lot of trauma. We're holding a lot of problems. Mental health issues.
Hold on. How old are you?
24.
Shouldn't feel like you have to smile to black men? Why is it specific to black men though?
I mean,
I don't really get that.
I don't get why it's smile to black men, but I feel like
No, she said not. She doesn't feel like she should have to smile
to black men. I think there's a lot of things with some shorties. So sometimes niggas do be kind of on an interesting tip where they be like, "Yo, smile," like you trying to make it like kind of like. I feel like some dudes sometimes be like, "Yo, she's smiling at me, she want me." You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the time when you get that interaction.
Yeah, I get the sentiment, but the smile could just be.
Yeah, smile could be anything. So I feel like she just, I don't know, maybe she don't know how to control her smile, but you gotta work on that.
I'm gonna say this one more time.
Because to avoid doing it is just weird.
I need all black women to pay attention. The world does not owe you understanding or me understanding. If you have all this trauma, go seek professional help, because the rest of us do not have to suffer you.
Okay, it's easy to tell black women and black people in the black community to get help.
Whose responsibility is it to get the help they need?
But it's not available readily to our
That
community
is
that easily.
bullshit.
With the wealth that's growing, how many people
Whose
can afford?
responsibility is it to get the mental health they need? Who?
It is ultimately the responsibility of us to get the mental health that we need. But I'm letting you know that we are very underserved.
What that gotta do with, like,
I'm confused.
like she went from not wanting to smile, then saying,
Well, he suggested that she seek mental help.
okay, so you seek mental help. She says,
It's not readily available.
bro, any place you go to, right? Mental health services is something that most doctors offer now. You know what I'm saying? Like you
I don't know anything about that. So
be like, yo, I'm having so I've heard, I'm having a mental health episode, or I need some counseling. They have hotlines for this where you could call in if you're dealing with something. You know what I'm saying?
But isn't those usually suicidal people though?
They've done it like since COVID. They've introduced. I've seen more commercials about them like, yo, if you feeling down or depressed because of the pandemic or something, just call Big Dad. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like she trying to make it another issue. And I don't know.
You can't make this stuff up.
But I mean, it's also people not looking
so you
for
say
resources.
we're underserved. You gotta tell me that the therapists that already exist are overloaded. We don't go get help, man. Just had a therapist on here before. I talked to psychiatrists, and first of all, understand who you're talking to. I know hundreds of anyway. What do black people tend to deal with? How do black women tend to deal with their mental health issues? With a licensed clinician or with Jesus?
What you got? X? I got $1,000 on Jesus.
What?
Got $1,000 on Jesus. What you got?
In terms of what?
No, he said black people don't. How do they deal with their women deal with their mental issues by seeing like psychiatrists or by talking to Jesus.
So you're saying you feel like it's more towards Jesus and the
psychiatrist?
Oh, I mean, I think that happens to Hispanic people too, though. Like they're going through some shit, they confide in God, which really means confiding in themselves. That's really what that means. Is like because all right, if you praying or whatever the fuck, whatever it is, right? Mm-hmm. You're talking to God, so to speak, but you're really talking to yourself. Yeah, saying, "Help me get through this little thing or whatever," or how do I deal with mm-hmm. or how do I deal with me going through this or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to like say nothing bad about people's religion per se, but there's just a lot of hypocrisy in religion itself. Mm-hmm. And it's like, how is that actually helping you? Mm-hmm. That's the question you have to ask too. Yeah. What you think?
That is.
Oh, I think she'd go $1,000 on God. You know what I'm saying? That's how she doing.
On God.
Was pushed to us since from the age of you're little.
No, man. I asked who. Let's see. I asked who they see. We're not gonna play. I'm not gonna play the lily pad game. Did they go to a clinician or did they go to the church?
The church most often.
All right, and these are educated couples. Most of these women are educated, and they've heard about their. They make the choice not to go. No different than I'm gonna switch it up. No different than women understanding here that being 200 pounds at 5 foot tall is unhealthy. But yet 80% of our women are overweight and 80% of that is obese. They know the truth.
80% of black women are overweight? What you gotta say, huh? What you got to say, son?
I be trying to say that. I mean, I be trying to say a lot of them are. But what do you mean? Like, why you look at you like that? Now, what I'm saying is that I feel like, I don't know if it's 80%, but I would say a good majority of black women are somewhat overweight. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't think it's be due to, I'm trying to be political. What's it called?
Don't be, man. That's not how we rocking.
I think it is because I feel like once a woman, like a black woman, feel like they got like a good body or they got like a man that they want, they kind of just, you know what I'm saying, they don't be trying to upkeep it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they not educated on, and see, that's where it get kind of.
I didn't even say nothing.
Maybe they not educated on health and exercise. You know what I'm saying? And maybe they not educated on like what it takes to. Because I feel like some people, right? When you're not educated on fitness, you work.
The views of not.
You work to look good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You don't work to be healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think most black people, even black men, I don't think most black people work out to be like, yo, I'm healthy. They work out because, I want to have a fat ass, I want to have a six pack, I want to have some, you know what I'm saying? And then once they get there, they kind of just, you know what I'm saying? Don't be in there like that. It's like, I feel like...
once they reach their goal, they stop.
I feel like with black people, it's goal-based.
Okay.
Like, or maybe it's even minorities in general. Like, I'm trying to go on this trip. Let me get in shape. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to get right for my birthday. Let me get in shape. But it's not like, I'm just trying to get right because that's the right, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to have complications. I don't want to have diabetes. I don't want to have high blood pressure. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, okay. I mean, either way, I feel like I don't think it's a big thing to kind of work out work till you get the goal. I don't think it's a bad thing, but it's not necessarily a productive thing because then you could be right back in that same position a couple of months later. You know what I'm saying? Because habit is everything. I mean, as long as you have your food habits on point, I go like me personally, I'm in terrible shape right now. Mm-hmm. We'll get back when we get back, you dig? Mm-hmm. But in terms of to the topic we talking about, like black women being overweight, I don't know, cause I really don't know, because if we're holding them to the standard of how the average body is supposed to be, which if we're being honest, that standard is usually based off of white women, right? Yeah. No, I'm just saying that's just what it is, really.
But what I'm saying is,
like talking about like weight, height, and everything like that.
Bro, cut the bullshit, bro.
It is. But I'm saying, but black women are naturally thicker, like in every which way, than white women naturally are.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Okay. Five black women off the top of your head.
Okay.
How many of them are in shape? The first five black women that you could think of. How many of them are actually in shape?
I don't know.
5 black women off your head that you could think of.
That actively work out and all that type of stuff you talking about?
That the first 5 that you could think of.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's the issue. You don't know. You can't think of 5 people in your head that.
Can you think of 5 white people that actively work out?
Yeah.
I honestly I don't know where the stats come from, but I think like there might be something to it because I don't know enough about this shit.
But the fact that you can't like think in your head of 5 people that come to mind instantly says something. You know what I'm saying?
I guess so, but I'm saying I don't know because I feel like I really don't know. I really don't. I haven't analyzed it like that or anything. Like I haven't thought about it. But if what they're saying is true, right? Let's just say for a second that everything he's saying is absolute 100% fact.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, man, motherfuckers need to get their shit right there. That's the case. No, I'm saying like if you overweight and it's affecting your health, you fix that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Straight like that.
The narrative pushed to us most often is that a guy wants a woman with a big ass. He wants a thick leg.
Accountability is kryptonite to modern women. Man,
her camera lagging like
you said the traumas,
this whole video.
if I accept it, then you got to do something about it. Because what about the traumas that the black man has to deal with? But we still have to get out here and be functioning people in society, contributing. You don't get to walk around and say, have a special victim status.
I'm not saying we should have a special victim status, but our circumstance is different. We are women. We are less
You're 24 years old. Is your circumstance harder or easier than your grandmother and your great-grandmother?
Exponentially easier. We have access to information we didn't have.
Exponentially easier, but you're handling it worse. Your grandmother, your great-grandmother actually worked with a black man with more trauma.
Because they understood that the black woman and the black man are on the same side. Now that we are all free and independent and we could do whatever we want to, why would we seek to, be one with the black man? We think that being...
Thank you. Clip it, slice it, put it on
Go back.
She
I kind of
said
missed it.
Not me. Now that you're independent, you don't need to be with. There you go.
Why would we seek to, be one with the black man? We think that being...
Thank you.
No, go back and move on. I forgot what was the...
Clip it, but you're handling it worse. Your grandmother, your great-grandmother actually worked with a black man with more trauma.
Because they understood that the black woman and the black man are on the same side. Now that we are all free and independent and we could do whatever we want to, why would we seek to, be one with the black man? We think that being...
Thank you. Clip it, slice it, put it on World Star.
Expose yourself, shorty.
Now that you're independent,
you don't need to be with.
There you go. And there you go.
So we don't have
there
trust?
you go, black man. There.
From what I understood... What? You going back, William?
Thank you. Clip it, slice it, put it on World Star. She said it, not me. Now that you're independent, you don't need to be with. There you go. There you go. And there you go. And there you go. There you go, black man. There it is. She's finally got one to say it.
Build businesses with us.
Your grandmothers and your great-grandmothers had more trauma and more stress and did it better. They have exponentially less and are handling it worse. But it's because they're free and can do what the hell they want to. They don't need to be with. So you don't need to feel any guilt for taking care of you. For putting yourself first and making your passion, your purpose, your priority. You don't need to feel guilty because this 24-year-old woman just said it. They don't feel any guilt about it. Thank you.
Yeah, that was a quick one. Yeah, she was kind of bugging, like she don't feel no
Hold on, so from what I understood, it seemed like she was saying, from her perspective, she's saying black women don't need to align themselves with black men now that black women have more financial freedom.
Yeah, I think she was saying that, like, since it seemed like she's basically saying that black men don't help black women, so she don't feel like she need to
date one. Date a black man.
I think she wants to date one, but I feel like she's basically saying she don't need to follow their lead. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not
there with the monies or something like that.
It's not even that they're not there with the money, but it's just like they're not helping them too. Like she feels like they're helping themselves and then want them to follow lead, and she don't feel like she has to follow lead to a black man because she can bring something. You know what I'm saying? She could do her own thing or something like that. And instead, you know what I'm saying? So.
Oh, expose yourself, girl.
Yeah, man. But let us know what y'all think about that. Make sure y'all like, make sure y'all share, make sure y'all subscribe, man. We out of here.